Jordan Davis, back to keep us company. New album, Learn the
know.
Hard Way, coming out here end of August.
I'm stoked.
I'm really excited. I was talking to my producer. I was like, didn't we just talk to Jordan about the album? And he's like, that was February. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I know.
I feel like
I was
we
like
blinked.
thinking this when I was like, goodness gracious. It's like, I mean, this year has just flown by.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's wild because you were telling me about working with Carly and Marcus on this album. We were like, we can't air that. Like,
I know.
keep
I
that
couldn't
a
even
secret.
announce who it was.
I know. It's so fun. Talk about naming the album Learn the Hard Way.
Yeah.
And like what that meant for you.
Yeah. I think this is definitely the record that went the longest without having a name. And I don't know why. I think it's just, I don't know. This one was really tough to put a name on.
Yeah.
And I think Bluebird Days came pretty quick, and I kind of knew what I wanted to do with it. I wanted the last record to be really kind of personal and touch on some songs that meant a lot to me. And this one was more aimed at, kind of, I just wanted to get back to fun, and I wanted this record to be fun live, and I think that's one reason why it took forever. But when I heard Learn the Hard Way, that was the first time I kind of saw the thread through a few of these songs about, somebody missing something, whether it be Mess with Missing You, Turn This Truck Around, I Ain't Saying, like, it's something that, like, you can kind of go back and be like, all right, there's a common character through this album that is kind of always going back and trying to fix something that he probably should have fixed back then. And Learn the Hard Way just kind of raised its hand is that. And then personally, still, even with 4 kids and, music being better than I ever would have dreamed, there's still a few things that I'm kind of having to learn the tough way.
I think that as you get older, there are very few things you actually don't learn the hard way. Like,
yeah.
Every once in a while, I'm like, I'll whatever advice you have, I will take it because I don't want to learn that lesson. But then you usually still end up having to do it anyway.
Because you just get stuck in your ways. And I know that's
Exactly.
me. I get stubborn, and I've kind of always been I'll just bulldog this until I make it work. And, I think, the older you get, you realize that even if that does work, it's usually not the best way to go about it. So,
Right.
I've had to learn a few of those myself.
Bar None, the latest single, which I think is probably your fastest rising single, right? Like this song, it makes me want to drive fast in my car with the top down. Like it's just such a fun song.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's fun to play live. It's, and it's funny. I even question like this being the first single,
Really?
after I Ain't Saying. But I've never been good at picking songs and like knowing which ones are gonna. And I think that's the coolest thing about putting a record out. You don't have to do that anymore. You just release the song to the world and let the ones that are gonna raise their hand. But yeah, Bar None has definitely been one that, and then now you look back, the first time we played it out live, I get done and I see the reaction. I'm like, I'm an idiot. Do I know anything? Like, how did I not know?
You know what though? I always say, I'm like, no one knows what a hit is, and if someone tells you that they do, you should ignore whatever.
100%,
because they don't know.
Yeah.
Like I always use this as an example, but the first like 10 times I heard Dan and Shay Tequila, I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
And then now I like am screaming it when they play it live.
And that's I kind of lost a leg to stand on because I told some people that they were like, dude, this song's a hit, and I was like, all right, you're gonna be the first person I call whenever it doesn't go that way. I haven't made that call yet, no, it's I'm grateful for it, and grateful for the team to kind of, give their 2 cents on it, and talk me off of whatever song I was trying to push at the time.
Exactly. I feel like you're having the busiest summer. Obviously, like tour album, Baby Number 4 just arrived.
Yeah.
How's little Sadie?
She's great.
Yeah.
I mean, she is. Yeah, I mean, she's perfect. To be honest, like just sleeping, eating, healthy. Such a calm demeanor. The kiddos love her to death. It's been mama's happy, mama's healthy. So it's been a blessing.
I was gonna say Baby Number 4 probably like it has to start getting like easier now. You're not so worried about everything.
Yeah,
and
it's definitely the process of keeping one alive. Now we at least feel like, all right, I think we figured out 3.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the change in, getting 4 kids ready to go somewhere, or getting 4 people fed and asleep before 9 o'clock.
Good luck.
Is tough.
You posted a reel, I think it was on Kristen's due date, that you were like on your way to a show in Canada and you're like, how cooked am I? How cooked were you when you left the house that morning?
Yeah, it was a bad one. My only saving grace on that show was it was booked so long in advance.
You couldn't do it. Yeah.
That like, and I asked her at the time. So like at the time it was like, pregnant, like you're not thinking about anything. It's like, hey, I do have a show around that due date. I'll get up there and back as fast as I can, but I need to know now if you want me to change this. Mm-hmm. And she's like, I think we'll be fine. And then like the due date starts changing and then you're like, oh. Uh-oh. So I had like at least a little bit of defense there. Don't get me wrong. I was still in hot water.
I'm sure.
But yeah, that was a Saturday. I think I got back Sunday morning.
And then she arrived when?
Or I got back Sunday afternoon. I landed back at 2:00 on Sunday, and she got here Tuesday morning.
Okay, so you made
it wasn't super close, but yeah. Yeah.
How you said everyone's adjusting well. I feel like with Eloise being like the oldest, she's probably like so excited to have a little baby in the house, a little baby girl.
I mean, it's like a play doh for her.
I bet.
Like, she never wants to. It's actually tough to get me. It's tough to get her out of the house because, like, it's summertime and I love to take my boys fishing. So, like, I always be like, "Hey, we're gonna go fish and we're gonna leave Mom at the house with baby Sadie. So everybody come on." And the other day, my daughter just starts bawling, and I was like, "What is up?" And she's like, "I don't want to leave baby Sadie." And I was like, "Okay, that's fine. You can stay here." So me and the boys went and caught a bunch of bluegills on Percy and had a blast. So
you guys she's calling her baby Sadie.
Yeah,
that's
baby
the
Sadie.
Cutest thing ever.
Yeah.
And then is Eloise starting kindergarten this year?
Yeah.
Oh my God, Jordan.
It's nuts.
That's crazy. How are you feeling about that?
It's pretty wild. And and I should have expected this, like having Jacob, my brother, he's got 3 that are, I think, 10, 7, and 6, 10, 7, and 5. And I still remember his oldest, just like being born. And, I saw a photo the other day and I'm like, I look the same.
Yeah.
Which I probably don't. But I was like, how is this kid 10 years old now? And so I've had like a front row seat at how fast it goes. But, sometimes you got to learn the hard way how fast kiddos grow up.
Yes, you do.
It is pretty nuts that she's, because like it feels like she's starting school. Every other thing is like, it's pretty much daycare.
Yeah.
To where now it's like kindergarten's a totally different, like, oh my God, like this is school.
Yeah.
Like, so it's pretty crazy.
That's odd. What were you like in school?
Not good.
No?
I was never I don't think I was ever like discipline problems, but I was just I was not a great student.
Ornery?
Yeah, definitely that. And hated studying. I always thought that I could just get by just doing the bare minimum. Some people probably say I still do that, but I was never a great student. She will be. That kid is smarter than I am. Like, she's gonna be my
firstborn daughter always.
I mean, dude, it is nuts. And so like I always joke about, I'm a huge Office fan, so it's always like everybody's like, "Oh my God, dude, you got 3 kids, like now 4 kids, like how are you gonna pay for college?" And I'm always like, "Have you met my oldest son? Like that kid ain't going to college." But
that's hilarious.
But yeah, like because it's me. Like that's my oldest boy is me made over.
That's so funny. Did you get voted anything in school? Were you like most likely to?
Probably most likely to not go to college.
But you did. You did. You went to college.
Yeah, I did. I somehow figured it out. But no, I didn't get. I don't think I made any of those. What are those, superlatives? Or,
yeah, something like that.
See how smart I was right
there?
Yeah.
That 3-syllable word.
No, I didn't. If I would have been voted something, it would have been that. It would have been like class clown or something like that.
I love that. We've got Luke Bryan on the week after you, and I was curious, did you see that video this week that kind of went viral of him, I think at that like fair in North Dakota singing Buy Dirt?
No.
You got to go look at this. It's just, I mean, I'm sure it's like what you feel like every night singing Buy Dirt, but I kept seeing it in my feed the other day, and it just looked awesome. I also was curious, like, do you have any good Luke stories or anything that we should razz him about?
Oh, God.
I mean, it's where to start, I'm sure. Every time I see him, I'm just giggling.
Well, I thought you were going to say the video because somebody threw somebody threw like a little beach ball
at him.
But I heard it was like a hacky sack, or it was like something like what
I don't know. But I will tell you that when we talked to him the other day, they're like, don't bring up the beach ball. He's tired of talking about it.
I bet.
And I felt bad because I was yeah, of course it's like the one thing we're all like, see, I hit in the face.
But I think what to me that stood out from it is like, dude, you don't want to make Luke mad. And you got like there was like a 6 second, there's a 6 second clip of him where I was like, oh, the first time I saw it, I was like, oh, he's about to lose it. And then he like went back to being Luke, which thank God for.
You did. You could see him kind of trying to see like who threw it.
Thank God.
I would do the same thing as somebody hit me in the face with anything.
Yeah. I saw that with Kristen, and I was like, dude, I don't know who threw that, but he is lucky that dude went back to being a professional and was like, I'm going to let that slide off my back.
Right? Because I don't think people realize like how big of a guy Luke Bryan is. Like even every time I see him, I'm like, did you get taller?
It's not, that's the thing is like, maybe you just see photos and videos. Luke's a big dude, and it's not good to make Southern Georgia boys mad. That's not a good look for you. So
for sure,
it could have ended bad.
For sure. Well, thank you for the time today. It was
Absolutely.
great to see you. The album sounds amazing. Like I said, I've been driving all over Nashville listening to Bar None with the top down screaming. So
thank you very much. Awesome. I appreciate it.
Hey, it's Katie. Thank you for watching. See more interviews, performances, and more of your favorite artists by subscribing and downloading the free Audacy app.